Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't do? You told yourself, I'm not going to do this again. But a few days later, you did it again. Maybe you stayed up too late, scrolled social media for hours, skipped your workout, procrastinated on important work, spent money you didn't need to spend, or went back to someone you knew wasn't good for you. And afterward, you asked yourself, why do I keep doing this? Here's the truth. You're not necessarily weak, you're not lazy, and you don't lack discipline. Your brain may simply be following a pattern that you've repeated so many times, it has become automatic. And once you understand that pattern, you can start changing it. The habit loop. Every habit follows a basic cycle. Cue, craving, response, reward. Let's say you feel bored. That's the cue. Your brain wants stimulation. That's the craving. You open Instagram. That's the response. You see something interesting and suddenly you feel better. That's the reward. Your brain learns. When I'm bored, scrolling makes me feel good. The next time you're bored, the same pattern becomes easier to repeat. And the more you repeat it, the more automatic it becomes. This is why habits can feel like they're happening before you've even made a conscious decision. Your environment controls more than you think. Here's something most people overlook. Your environment can be stronger than your willpower. Imagine you keep your phone right next to your bed. You wake up, you see it. You pick it up, you start scrolling. Now imagine the same phone is in another room. Suddenly, the habit becomes harder. Nothing changed about your motivation. The environment changed. This is why successful habit change isn't just about trying harder. It's about making bad habits more difficult to perform and good habits easier to perform. Want to read more? Keep a book beside your bed. Want to exercise? Put your workout clothes where you can see them. Want to stop checking your phone? Keep it out of reach. Make your environment work for you. Why bad habits feel so good? Here's the biggest reason bad habits are difficult to break. They usually provide an immediate reward. Scrolling gives you stimulation right now. Junk food tastes good right now. Avoiding difficult work feels relaxing right now. But the consequences come later. This creates a conflict between present you and future you. Present you says, just one more episode. Future you says, I wish I had gone to sleep earlier. Present you says, I'll start tomorrow. Future you says, why did I waste another week? Your brain naturally prioritizes immediate rewards. This is called present bias, and it's one of the biggest reasons we struggle with long-term goals. Why willpower isn't enough. Most people try to change bad habits using willpower. They say, this time I'll be stronger. But willpower is limited. When you're tired, stressed, hungry, or emotionally exhausted, your ability to resist temptation becomes weaker. That's why you shouldn't build your life around constant self-control. Instead, build systems. Don't rely on willpower to avoid your phone. Put the phone somewhere inconvenient. Don't rely on motivation to exercise. Schedule the workout. Don't rely on discipline to eat healthy. Don't keep unhealthy food easily available. The goal isn't to become stronger than temptation. The goal is to make temptation harder to reach. The hidden power of small changes. Here's where most people make a mistake. They try to change everything at once. They decide, starting Monday, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., exercise every day, eat perfectly, read 50 pages, stop using social media, work 8 hours with no distractions. For a few days, they feel motivated. Then they burn out. And when they fail, they think, I have no discipline. But the real problem was the size of the change. Your brain resists sudden changes. Small changes are easier to repeat. Instead of exercising for 1 hour, start with 10 minutes. Instead of reading 50 pages, read 5. Instead of quitting social media completely, remove one unnecessary app. Small actions may feel insignificant, but repetition creates identity, and identity creates long-term change. The 2-minute rule. Here's a powerful strategy. Make your habits so easy you can't say no. Want to start exercising? Just put on your shoes. Want to read? Read 1 page. Want to write? Write 1 sentence. Want to clean? Clean 1 small area. The goal isn't the result. The goal is to become the person who starts. Once you begin, momentum often takes over, and something interesting happens. Your brain starts creating a new identity.